or afternoon, wherever you are. I am filming on Sunday morning. I was not planning on filming this morning, but then I realized the Sephora VIB sale is coming up this week, and we kind of need to talk about that. So it's kind of a big deal because they only do this twice a year. In the springtime, which would be this sale, what they do is 15% off for VIB Rouge and VIBs and 10% off for just Beauty Insiders. So coming up this week, beginning on April the 7th, VIB Rouges will be able to shop and get the 15% off. Let me just tell you what the code is in case you weren't aware of it. The code for VIB Rouge is ROUGENOTE. And for VIBs is VIBNOTE. Now for VIBs, the sale starts on the 8th. So the Rouge gets 1 day head start. The VIB starts on the 8th, and for everybody it ends on the 13th. Beauty Insiders start on the 9th. Thought I would bring you guys some of my recommendations for things that would be great to pick up during the sale. And I have them all here in front of me. In fact, I'm wearing most of them on my face today. So let's start with this. I actually did a demo and all-day wear test of this. I will link it below. You can see really close up to my eyes how it applied. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. This is actually the travel size, which you can buy at Sephora. I recommend buying the full size because I love it that much, or the travel size if you just want to try it at a cheaper price. I believe it's still available. This is what the brush looks like. It's kind of this S curve to it. You see that? And it's natural bristle brush. It just gives you drama in your eyelashes. So I'm wearing it today. I'm not wearing any false eyelashes, just this mascara, and it's just super black. It gives you a lot of volume, length, and it holds a curl really, really well, which is also great. So next thing to recommend, I'm very happy this has become permanent. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop. This is the collaboration Jaclyn Hill did with them that was originally limited edition that is now permanent, and I checked just yesterday, at least on the Canadian side, it is in stock. I'm wearing it today. This is probably my favorite highlighter, just period. I love this highlighter so much. It's so beautiful. It has no glitter. It's just a beautiful sheen to your skin, and it's kind of like a, well, it's a champagne shade. It's kind of like a peachy champagne shade, and I think that might be my favorite type of highlighter shade. She designed this to work for all skin types, and you know what? I've heard many women of different skin types say they love it, so it must be true. If you have not checked out Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector highlighters yet, check them out in general. Maybe you might like a different shade, but they are all awesome. This one is just my particular favorite. Very next thing, I don't talk about this very often, and I absolutely love it, and I don't know why I don't talk about it that much. This is the Too Faced Le Creme lipstick, and this is in the shade Spice Spice Baby. This is what is on my lips. You guys, this might be my favorite lipstick ever. Now I'm just going to show you something. That's how much I've used of this. Look at that. It's crazy, right? I don't think I've ever used that much lipstick up. That's what I have left in there. So anyway, this shade is what I'm wearing today. It's a beautiful, beautiful everyday shade. Okay, I think the thing is, people are crazy over the matte lip trend right now. I'm not personally. I don't really like matte lips that much, especially like the kind that dries down. I know. Everybody loves it. Everybody's crazy for it. Kylie, ColourPop, Kat Von D. I mean, I own quite a few. But for me, I just don't like it that much. So maybe you're like me and you're not on the matte lipstick trend. Give these a try. If you don't like this shade, they have a huge wide range of shades. They are so moisturizing. They are not, I think there might be a few shades that have glitter in them, but for the most part, they're just like a nice kind of glossy, moisturizing type lipstick, you know? So Spice Spice Baby, that's my favorite one. And look at the packaging. Oh, come on. It's so beautiful. Anyway, so there's that. Next, this might be something you might overlook, but I'm going to recommend it very, very highly. This is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. It's just clear brow gel. But you know what, guys? It's amazing. I've found things I like better than the Brow Wiz. Don't shoot me. I like the Brow Wiz. I like other things better. But I have never found a clear brow gel that works better than this. So I highly recommend this. It's a great thing to pick up when there's a sale because I know it's expensive, but I have had this for so long. I've had this for months and months and months, and it's still going strong. Like, this will last you a very long time. So if you've never tried it before, especially if you have like brows that you're just a little frustrated with because you can't get them to sit properly or set properly, whatever, please give this a try. I think you'll really enjoy it. Let's talk about palettes. I have two here. One of them you might think is pretty boring, but I am going to recommend it anyway because you know what? Sometimes we forget that great things are still great, even though they've been around for a long time and everybody has it, everybody and their mother has it. Maybe you don't have it yet. Maybe you've been putting it off. Trust me, the Urban Decay Naked Palette is amazing. I love this. I've been using this a lot this month. I had bought it a while ago. I had put it away for a long time because I was just using things that were more exciting. But this is tried and true. I've been using it all month long. I really, really love it. Every shade in here is going to give you just a perfect eye look. These two are matte right here, and they're just great transition colors, you know. The only thing I would say about this is I wish it had a shade like this light that was matte. This one is not matte, but it's still a good brow bone highlight. That's the only thing I think this is missing, but this is so great. And you know what? If you don't own any Naked palettes, 1 and 2 are fantastic. I personally would not recommend Naked 3. I own it and I do not like it at all. I just don't find the shadows perform as well as the other two. So it's pretty. It looks pretty in the packaging. It's all pinks and purples. But anyway, 1 and 2 are fantastic. I love them. Highly recommend them. And if you are into matte eyeshadows, this one is awesome. The Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. Packaging, again, beautiful. It's got this pretty mirror in it. These are all matte, so you can do, you know, anything you want with this. You can bring in other shadows to complement this if you want something more metallic or shiny, but for the most part, if you're just looking for beautiful everyday looks, you know, a base to your eye look, these are fantastic. So they're kind of divided up into quads. You can see 1, 2, 3, right? So you've got your warm tone, you've got your cool tone, and you've got your neutral, which is awesome. But you can, of course, mix and match these as well. This is a fantastic palette. I love Kat Von D shadows in general. You know, I use them all the time on my channel. I'm always using my Kat Von D palettes. And, you know, to recommend one, it was hard, but I think this is going to give you the most bang for your buck, and if you've never tried her shadows before, this is a great place to start. Next thing I'm wearing on my eyes, these Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Colors. So I have 2 of them. I have Moonlight and Amethyst. Moonlight is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, for the most part, as a base kind of all over the lid. I worked in some shadows from Naked 1 just to kind of, you know, give it some depth and dimension. But these are gorgeous eyeshadow sticks. They are so blendable. The colors are so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. This is the one I'm wearing in my eye. Come on now. So what I like to do is just work it all over the lid, blend it out in the crease with just a nice neutral transition shade from, you might have a single, there's Amethyst. You might have a single, or just take like a shade from your Naked palette or a palette you own or something like that, and then just blend out the crease, and it's so fast. This literally, my eyes today, I think took me 3 minutes maximum. Seriously, so quick, so easy. Love those. Next, let's talk about some more Urban Decay products. I noticed when I was putting this together, I've got a few Urban Decay things here, but you know what? They're a really, really good brand and have some amazing things. Okay, let's talk about color correcting. I picked this up about a month ago. This is from their new line of color correctors. It's the Naked Skin Color Correcting Fluid in Peach. And I've already talked about this. When did I talk about it? I talked about it in a previous video. Anyway, this is how I correct my dark eye circles. So I will put this on over my foundation, but under my under eye concealer. And you know what? Sometimes when you use multiple layers of products, you worry about getting cakey. No, not with this, not with this. So I put this on over my foundation, blend it out, then I directly just put this on over top. I love this stuff, you guys. This is the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in Light Neutral. A lot of people talk about this. There's a good reason for it. It blends so beautifully. It just works, melts into your skin. You know, it just works. I don't get creasiness. I don't get cakiness ever with this combination of products. I mean, for a long time, I just used this by itself. Awesome. I've used this with other concealers. Awesome. So these two are winners. If you have not tried these, go try them. Urban Decay just came out with 2 shades of this in a travel size. So depending what shade you are, that might work for you if you are like, you don't want to dive right in, but you just want to try it. I believe it's $15 Canadian, but like I said, there's only 2 shades. They are, I think, the most popular 2 shades, so chances are they might work. Check that out if you haven't yet. I talk about these all the time. You guys are probably sick of it, but you know what? I have to recommend them for the VIB sale. These are the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatments. So these are like lip balms. I have here just a plain, look how much I'm using up. I use these all the time. They're always in my empties. This one is just the Advanced Therapy one, and it's clear. And then this one is Tulip. So a lot of them are, look, that's how much I have left. A lot of them are tinted, as you can see right there. Here's why I recommend these during the sale, because often, and I did check, and I think there's 2 right now, Fresh will put together gift sets of these. So you can buy, you know, sets of 2, sets of 5, different combinations of things and shades and whatever, and it will be already a little bit reduced from what the full size would cost you, right? These are the minis, by the way. The full size are a little bit bigger, because I got these in a gift set during the last VIB sale. So it's already a little bit of savings, and then you put on top your discount, you're getting them at an even cheaper price. I love these. They are so plush, moisturizing, beautiful on your lips. I really don't like to use any other lip balms. I know these are expensive, but when you can combine the discount with the gift set, it really works out well. Let's talk about blush, because I think we all love blush, don't we? And I cannot resist picking up blushes during these kinds of sales. So I'm gonna give you one of my recommendations. These are the Urban Decay 8-Hour Afterglow blushes. I hardly ever hear people talking about these. I don't know why. They get overlooked a lot. They are gorgeous. So this is Quickie, this is Fetish. I own a couple more, but these I think are great recommendations for right now for this time of year. Fetish, you can see they put kind of the color would look like on the back. Fetish is a beautiful everyday color, so I'm wearing it today. That's what that looks like. I'll give you a little swatch. Just a beautiful everyday pink. It's gonna work on a lot of skin tones. It's gonna work for going to work. You know, you're not gonna look like a clown. You're not gonna have to worry about too much pigmentation. I know we love pigmentation, us makeup junkies, but sometimes you don't want to dip your brush into something and then have it be like a crazy circle of pink on your cheeks, right? You want to like look like a normal person. So this shade Fetish is awesome. Speaking of pigmentation, I'm recommending this, but this one is one of those super pigmented blushes, and you can see, like, that's crazy, right? It looks crazy, but this is perfect, I think, for summertime. So this is Quickie. It's like a bright, vibrant pink, but I took Fetish today, put it all over, you know, my cheeks, and then just took the tiniest little bit of this, worked it right into the apples. This is really great when you use it just kind of lightly and sparingly. I think it's a beautiful color for summertime. I really love these blushes in general. Highly recommend them. They're super soft. They last a long time on your cheeks. I know for me personally, blush is one of those things that wears off really easily off my cheeks. Those stay a really, really, really long time. And the very last recommendation I have, Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is a brush tip eyeliner. Okay, let's talk about what is a brush tip as opposed to a felt tip. A felt tip is kind of, in my opinion, a little bit harder, stiffer, and it doesn't bend, it doesn't have as much flexibility. If you are a newbie with eyeliner, you might think that a brush tip is going to be more difficult. I thought that too. I thought a felt tip would be a lot easier, because with a felt tip you can just kind of lay it down. I used to do the inner third, cross the lid, the outer third. And yes, it's pretty foolproof, but this is actually surprisingly foolproof. So I use this all the time. you know, we all have our bad eyeliner days where we're like, oh no, I just screwed everything up. But literally, like, I'd say 97% of the time with this, I can create a perfect winged eyeliner look so easily. I just give a little flick on the side, pull it over, fill it in. It's so simple. So try this if you haven't yet. Has my huge seal of approval on that. So those are my recommendations. Let's talk about my wish list for a while, just in case you're interested. If you're not, then thanks for spending time with me. But I thought you guys might be a little bit interested. I was looking all over their website last night, thinking about what I want to buy. I think I want to pick up another of the Clinique Cheek Pop blushes. Those are the flower blushes. The one I have is called Berry Pop. It's beautiful. I just put it in my spring favorites for blushes. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick up another Too Faced lipstick. I love this so much, and I've said for a long time, why don't I own more than one? I don't know. Maybe I just love that one so much that I just don't want another one. But anyway, I was swatching them in the store last week, and I think I'm going to pick up Juicy Melons. I think that will be great for spring and summer. The Urban Decay highlighters just came out. They came out with these. They look exactly like this, but in their highlighters. There's 3 different shades, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick up one of those. Urban Decay also came out with kind of, they call it, what do they call it? I wrote it down here. Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Foundation. Anyway, it's like a new foundation product, but it's, you know, more for summer. I think it's kind of more like a BB cream. You guys know how much I love testing foundations. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick that up to test it out. I'm also probably going to pick up another Glam Glow mask. I'm interested in trying a few that I haven't yet. And again, blushes are always something I love. So I'm thinking of picking up the new Becca Luminous blush. So they look like this. They're a bit smaller. Their blushes are smaller than their highlighters. Figure that one out. I don't know. But anyway, they're a little bit smaller, but they look exactly like this. And they're like blushes that are super luminous. I mean, they have the word luminous in the name, so I assume they're super luminous. So I want to try one of those as well. So we'll see. I will bring you my haul after I'm done shopping. I'm probably not going to go too crazy. I know I say that a lot, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy this year. I've given myself a budget and I really need to stick to it. So next week, check out my channel. My haul will probably be up sometime next week, and you can see what I buy at the VIB sale. Until then, happy shopping, and please don't forget to like this video if you haven't. It really helps out my channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you like me, because I like all you guys. Okay, that sounded cheesy, but it's true. Okay, so thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.